I want to find the area of the shaded region in this figure. I notice that the shaded region is in the shape of a square. So all you have to do is find the area of that square. The formula is the length of a side squared. The problem is I don't know the length of the side of the square, of the shaded square. What I do notice, though, is that that one side of the shaded square forms a right triangle with part of the sides of the larger figure, which is also a square. Well, if I know any two sides of a right triangle, I can find the length of the third side by using the Pythagorean theorem. The side opposite the right angle, that would be side C in the Pythagorean theorem. The other sides would be A and B. Well, I want to find side C. Now, notice that side A, okay, is half the length of the side of the larger triangle. So side A would be 2. And I notice that side B of our right triangle is half the length of the side of the larger square. So B is also 2. So if A is 2, B is 2. When I substitute it into the formula, I have 2 squared plus 2 squared equals C squared. So C squared is 8. Well, to find side C, I'll take the square root of 8. Well, side C is also the length of a side of that square. So if I substitute that into the formula, the area is the length of a side squared. Well, if you square root, it just undoes it. So I'll have 8, and we're in inches, so it'll be 8 square inches for the area. Now to find the shaded region for this next figure, what I have to do is find the area of the trapezoid. And subtract the area of the triangle. So I know that the larger or outside figure is a trapezoid because a trapezoid has one pair of parallel sides. The area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the height times the sum of the two bases. So the bases are the sides that are parallel. So that would be the 9 and the 11. The height is the distance between those parallel sides, so it would be 18. So to find the area of the trapezoid, it's 1/2 times 18 times the sum of the two bases of 180. Now the triangle has a formula for the area of 1/2 the base times the height. So the base of the triangle is 18. The height is the distance from the vertex of the triangle straight down till it forms right angles with the base. So it's 1/2 times the base, which is 18, times the height, which is 10. That's 90. So I'll take the area of the trapezoid, which is 180 square yards, because we're in area, and I'll subtract the area of the triangle, which is 90 square yards. So the shaded region would be 90 square yards. Now in this next figure, what I have is a parallelogram. That is, there's two pair of parallel sides. And I want to subtract or cut out a circle. So I take the area of a parallelogram. I'm going to subtract the area of the circle. So for the parallelogram, the formula is just base times height. The base is the length of one pair of parallel sides. Got that? That's 10. Now the height is going to be the distance between the two parallel sides. Well, we don't have that, but I can use the information provided by the circle to find that. What we're given for the circle is the radius. The radius of the circle is the distance from the center of the circle to any point on the circle. So I can go from the center of the circle and I can go straight up. And that's still going to be 2 feet. I can go from the center of that circle straight down, and that's still going to be 2 feet. So that height, or the distance between those two parallel lines, is 4. So I have 40, and we're in feet, so it would be 40 square feet. Now for the circle. The formula for the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. And I just said that our radius was 2. So it's pi times 2 squared. You want to use the pi key on your calculator. I get 12.57 square feet. So the area of a parallelogram, that's 40 square feet minus the area of the circle, 12.57 square feet. And I get the shaded area of 27.43 square feet.